Salam everyone, welcome back. After reading all of your suggestions, today I'm going to be testing out the 2-minute, 2-hour, and 2-day chocolate chip cookie. This was created by Elvin on Tasty/BuzzFeed. I personally love chocolate chip cookies, and it happens to be the first thing that I've ever made when I was 9 years old. My sister and I always say that there's two types of people in the world, ones that love chocolate chip cookies and ones that love potato chips, and I happen to be the one that loves cookies. There's been times when I've told my husband to grab me some chocolate chip cookies at 2 a.m. in the morning. True story. I'm going to be testing out these 3 recipes, and I really want to see what the hype is all about with these 2-day cookies. Are they really worth the 2-day effort? I think that 2 days is a long wait for chocolate chip cookies, but Elvin claims that they are worth it, so we shall put it to the test. I'm gonna have my husband at the end be blindfolded and try out these recipes for the final verdict. Unlike Elvin, I'm actually going to start off by creating the 2-day cookie first because that takes the longest to make. So I'm gonna start off by making the toffee. In a saucepan, I'm going to combine 6 tablespoons of butter, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to stir it until it melts and reaches 290 Fahrenheit. I didn't have a thermometer that reached 290, so I kind of just eyeballed it. I just looked for the right color and I just made sure that everything was dissolved. Then I'm going to transfer it to a lined tray and pop it in the fridge to cool. Now for the brown butter, add the butter to a saucepan and stir occasionally. Might I add how amazing it smells? It's so nutty and buttery. Slowly add in ice cubes to cool it down. Be careful because this starts to sizzle and splash everywhere.
To create the cookie dough, combine the sugar, brown sugar, espresso, salt, and baking soda. Once it's well combined, you can add the brown butter and mix it all together.
In a separate bowl, whisk the egg and vanilla and then add in the mixture. Then slowly add in flour and fold it until you no longer see any white streaks. Now I'm going to crush and add the toffee with some good quality chocolate that I've chopped up previously. Using an ice cream scoop, I'm scooping it onto a baking sheet and I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and pop it into the fridge for 36 hours. You guys, these smell and look so good. So Elvin actually suggests to sprinkle some sea salt on them while they're still hot. I'm really curious to know how these are gonna taste because A, I'm not a huge fan of coffee and this has espresso in it, and B, I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate. I feel like semi-sweet is kind of pushing it for chocolate chips, but I'm okay with it. So I'm curious to know if I'm actually gonna like these cookies. Whereas the toffee, I love toffee and caramel. So yeah, it might just be a balance of something I don't like and something I like, and then I end up might liking it. Moving on to the 2-hour chocolate chip cookies. Although I've made similar recipes to these, I've never tried this recipe before, so let's see how it goes. I've whisked together sugar, salt, and butter. Then I beaten the egg and vanilla. It's supposed to create a ribbon-like texture, but I think because my butter was a bit too cold, it didn't get that ribbon-like texture. I don't know what it was, but it was just a little bit of a dough consistency. Now I'm going to be stirring in the dry ingredients. In it goes the flour and baking soda. Lastly, add the chocolate chunks, which I previously chopped up, and let the dough sit for 30 minutes so the flavor can get more intense. Now I'm going to scoop them onto a baking tray and pop it in the oven. I can recognize these cookies anywhere. They're the traditional chocolate chip cookie, and honestly, I love them. I can have like 12 of these if I wanted. I'm gonna move on to the last recipe. For the 2-minute recipe, whisk butter, sugar, and vanilla, and then add the egg, flour, and salt one by one. Fold in the chocolate chips, scoop the dough onto a parchment paper, and add more chocolate chips on the top because why not? I actually do this all the time to my chocolate chip cookies, so this is nothing new. Now I'm going to be baking it in the oven because I don't own a microwave, and then I'll be right back to try these out. This is the 2-minute chocolate chip cookies. I don't know what happened. I guess I was supposed to microwave it, and like I mentioned, I don't have a microwave, so I tried baking it and it just looked raw, so I kept leaving it in the oven. I think I left it for like 8 minutes or 9 minutes, and yeah, I don't know, I think I burnt it a little bit. These smell and look so good. I wish you guys can smell it, and I wish I could share it with you guys. Although I love chocolate chip cookies, I'm really picky when it comes to them. I don't like the boxed chocolate chip cookies, so when they're crunchy. So I feel like the first one is gonna be a bit crunchy, the 2-minute one. I'm gonna try it. Already I can tell this is gonna be like cakey. It's not bad. This is really good. Wow, I'm actually impressed. This is really good. I thought I wouldn't like this. It is crunchy, but it's not as crunchy as like boxed chocolate chip cookies, and it's a bit cakey. I love how there's a lot of chocolate chips. You get a couple in each bite. I'm gonna try the 2-hour ones. These are so good. I feel like there's gonna be chocolate all over me. They're the right amount of chewy and crispy, if you know what I mean. They're chewy inside, and then on the outside they're a bit crispy, and they're not too sweet. Like I can have like 6 of these and I'm fine. All right, now I'm gonna move on to the 2 days cookies. I'm actually nervous to try these because if I end up liking these a lot more than the other two, do I have to make 2-day cookies like for the rest of my life? That's a commitment I'm not ready for. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and try this. It's a little bitter because of the dark chocolate, but they're so good. They're definitely a lot more softer than the other two. Probably because there's so much butter in it. They're a bit salty as well. Like you can't call this a traditional chocolate chip cookie for sure. I can taste the coffee and the toffee as well. It's a good combination of everything, but I don't know if I'll be able to eat more than one, if you guys know what I mean. Like it's so heavy, buttery, and chocolatey and super sweet and salty at the same time. I'm just saying out loud what I'm tasting, and I sound crazy, but that's exactly what it tastes like. Overall, it's not bad. Would I make these again? Probably for a party, but I wouldn't make it like on a normal base. I would definitely still do the 2-hour cookie. The 2-minute cookie is perfect for if you are craving it and you want it right away. The 2-hour cookie is still gonna be my favorite because it doesn't take 2 days to make, and also I love that traditional chocolate chip cookie flavor, and that's what the 2-hour cookie has. The 2-day cookie, I don't know if it's worth the effort because frankly it's too long of a wait time for me personally. I love chocolate chips and I want them right away. It was really hard for me to not bake these for that 30 minutes. Overall, I actually loved all 3 recipes. I would highly suggest you guys try it out. If you do, tag me. I'll repost you on my story. I'm gonna go get my husband right now, and then let's see what his reaction is. This is the first time you're on my
channel. Yeah.
Officially. Hello, husband.
Hey, wife.
So this is my husband, guys.
So what do we have here?
These are 3 cookies. I actually decided not to blindfold him because he actually doesn't know which one's which.
Yeah, no idea.
So yeah, we have 3 recipes here, and you're just gonna be trying all 3 of them out and telling me which one is the best.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to start with the right one?
Yeah. This one's good,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's too much butter in there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like a little oily and stuff, right? And it's good, but like
He's
I think
super
it's
health conscious, so.
I think it's too soft for me. Like,
Okay, fair
and
enough.
I think there's
What about the texture?
texture is good, a little crunchy at the top, and then in the middle it's like super soft. Another thing is that I feel like there's a little bit of salt in there.
Salt?
Yeah.
It might be the sea salt, so you're supposed to
Yeah.
sprinkle some sea salt on the top.
Not a fan of it.
No?
No.
Not the salt part. You're not a fan of.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Do this. It's a change. A better change.
Better change?
Mhm.
You like that one better than that one?
Oh yeah. Even though there's dark chocolate in there, I can taste it.
But
I like the combination in this one with the dark chocolate.
yeah, this has semi-sweet.
Mm.
This one has dark. It's like 70%, which is really strong.
I think the sea salt and the dark chocolate, I don't know if I...
It just makes it a little bitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one?
Stop rushing me.
Oh, sorry.
Clearing.
Take your time. We have all day. You like that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this is so interesting.
This is not soft,
Okay,
eh?
which one's your favorite?
Yeah, for sure that one.
And your least favorite?
This one. It goes in an order for me.
Really? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, my favorite was this one. This is like a traditional chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
I've made these a lot of times. This one is a 2-minute cookie. This is a 2-hour cookie, and this is a 2-day cookie. I don't know, I think the combination is actually good. The toffee, the dark chocolate, and the brown butter. There's brown butter in there as well.
Here's my thing though. It's a cookie. Let's not overthink it. Like,
I know.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like there's just too much. When you want a cookie, you don't want like all of that hitting you. Like
That's true.
I don't know. And then maybe like a bite size, sure.
I feel like this is too much of a box, and that's why I don't like it, because I'm not a fan of box cookies. Like I would prefer going to Tim Hortons and grabbing the the soft, chewy, fresh ones than grab them from Walmart.
I like the box cookie. I'm gonna have
That actually works in my favor, because I'm gonna have to make 2-minute cookies for you now.
Yeah, I can't stop eating this one.
It's a sad face.
Yeah. Because I didn't pick it. Maybe if this one actually had milk chocolate chips in here, I think that would have been really good.
There's coffee in here, so I thought you might like this, but you don't like toffee, you don't like caramel, so
No. Yeah.
well, thanks for coming on my channel.
Yeah. Well. Nice having me.
So I guess I'm gonna be making 2-minute cookies for you from now on.
I guess so.
It doesn't really take 2 minutes, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes with baking.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it for today's video, guys. Let me know if you want me to create more videos like this. If I get over 2,000 likes on this video, then I'm gonna be creating another food video. Hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Assalamualaikum.